and Principal Joshi, the other legal doyens who I've been lucky to have as my professors, my other friends, peers, or as I like to call, future legal luminaries. Mom. Good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, I should definitely thank this college and the ILS Society, as well as the college, for giving me this opportunity to even be up here. A lot of the activities that ma'am read out, and after such a nice living eulogy, it's a very tough act to follow up, but I do my best. But after all this, the college has given me a lot of opportunities to do whatever was read out. So everything that ma'am read out has always been attributed back to college. And I remember still when I went up to the best interview, Joshi ma'am had asked me at the end, so what will you do for college? And I said, whatever is required, because that's the absolute truth. For me, law is equated to ILS. There is no differentiation between both, because this is where it all started for me. And that's why I think it's very important that when I was thinking about what to say today, I realized that I self-introspected, and I realized that we've got it all wrong. It's not you competing with people of your peers. It's not you competing with these small competitions. It's competing with those people who, every time when we ever have a ceremony here or a function, that man reads out, those who have been justices of courts, those who have been chief justices of courts. It's they who are the real competition. It's they who you need to have healthy competition with. And it's they who you need to believe that you can also be one of those names which gets added when you talk about a great ILS alumni. And that's the standard that I think we need to set amongst all ourselves as students. And that's a standard which I hope in the future that I can set for myself. When I realized that when I got this award, that the weight of the actual award is much less than the weight of the shoulder, of the burden on my shoulders right now, and the responsibility that is attached to this particular award. I recognize that fact, and I promise to do everything I can to make sure that that award is hopefully justified, whether or not now, at least in the future. I started off law when I decided very quickly. I decided when I was in standard 8 that I wanted to do law. And from then, it's just been a passion for me, and it's just been a path up till right now, and hopefully in the future. It was met with a lot of skepticism. I'm a first-generation lawyer. My family is full of engineers and HR professionals, anything but lawyers, basically. And I was the butt of usual jokes. Lawyers are liars. Why law? Did you not get enough marks? Stuff like that. But I think that's when I made my first argument, and the argument I made was not with others, but myself. When I self-introspect as to why do I love law so much, that's when I became more confident, and when I became more confident, it was easy to convince others as to why I wanted to do law. And the reason is very simple. As ma'am said, the idea is that mere words, whether it's legislation or judge-made law, that mere words can impact people, can impact people's thoughts, can impact people's ideas, can impact people's actions. That's an exemplary idea. That just mere words can change the way we behave and then change the way we behave. And at the same time, make no discrimination between people of religion, sex, caste, creed, etc. That was an outstanding perception. So after that, with a lot of support, initial hesitation from dad especially, but after a lot of support came to ILS, and everything that's happened in ILS has always been something that you can never forget. I think that ILS is like a potpourri or a kaleidoscope of different people across different cultures. So I've mixed, well, figuratively speaking, I've mixed curd rice with misal pav, I've mixed sambar with mishti doi, and I've been exposed to people from different cultures, and I think that's what's so wonderful, because now when I leave, I'll be leaving with all these experiences with me. And according to me, that's the most important thing. It's mere accumulation of experiences that we will remember ourselves by, and hopefully others will remember us by as well. I do confess that some of my friends might remember me by the guy who ditched the lunch party to sit and work on a moot, or forgot someone's birthday because I was working on something else. I apologize profusely. But I think that that's something that ILS has taught me, that the importance of prioritization, the importance of when there's so much time given to you, how avenues are provided for you to craft your legal journey the way you want to. And it's so, I believe that it's really enlightening to not have been spoon-fed as other colleges. The ability whereby you are provided a multitude of opportunities and it's up to you to decide which opportunity you want to take or which path you want to take. And that leads to the uniqueness of each individual, and it's not a mere factory type idea, which is why ILS is so beautiful. I think ILS has certain fundamental tenets like hard work, determination, adaptability. And I think that it's a conglomeration of these experiences which is what we are right now. I have, of course, certain people to thank. I feel like the Oscars, but definitely I have certain people to thank right now. Without a doubt, as kids we probably don't say this enough, but thank you so much to mom and dad for being constant areas of support for me. Thank you so much, Ma, for making awesome food at home when I come back to PS to make sure I study well. Thank you so much for just generally being there, and whenever I have to vent out as to what happened in college or the different things that happened in the movie, etc. Thank you so much for being there and just like generally being a lovely pillar of strength for me. Thank you so much to my roommates for the past 4 years, Shazar and Saurabh. Sometimes they've been cynical of my activities and the amount of time I spend on it, but irrespective, they've been the most supportive roommates that one can ever have. So thank you so much, and thank you to Sai as well, who graduated last year. There's a huge list of friends I want to thank, which I'll just go through very quickly. Thank you GV, thank you Purnima, thank you Kundu, thank you Pooja, thank you Saidi, thank you to the group, thank you everyone for just like generally being there and showering so much appreciation for whatever was done. You've taken so much interest in knowing that what like I had won or what I participated in, and that's really an emotional boost that's like required, when, especially when you're away from home. So this has been like a family away from the family, so thank you so much for that. Lastly, I would like to conclude on a more humble note. Last week, as Ma'am mentioned, we had the SP, 2 weeks ago, we had the SP starting competition, where we had won and I won Best Speaker. Half an hour after the results were announced, I received news that my grandfather had passed away. Of course, I head back to Chennai, don't have celebrations, and at the cemetery, I made a promise, both explicitly and internally, that I would do everything in my capacity to live by the ideals that he lived, like he lived his life with. Ironically, he was 93 years old as well. And I will do everything in my capacity to make sure that he's very proud of me wherever he is. So, Tata, as we call him. So Tata, like, that was for you. Thank you.
Congratulations.